when last we left our heroes, someone's been digging around this grave. You feel a small coin.
I'm about to do something really stupid. I flash that coin that we found.
He does more stupid things when he has not have a drink.
I have heard that one of the Jarls might be asking for an early vote of who will be king next.
You can always tell me your secrets. I will always keep them.
He burps slightly. Retlin,
yes.
I show him the sketch of my notebook.
It looks like a part coin.
Let's go find the horse.
They probably aren't going to want to talk to me, but perhaps Jek...
Let's use some of our coins to make Jek look refined. Makeover montage!
Uptown boy.
We could pretend to be his servants.
Welcome to the Swan's Wing. Perhaps we could entertain you for a while.
You're my advisor, right?
Yes.
I don't know how this works.
We didn't come up with a plan.
My lord requires only the best. I assume your facilities may provide such
Best
expertise.
is the only word that we ever hear here. Please, my lord, please enter. And he gracefully, slightly bows from the waist and motions you inside.
You guys have to come with me, right?
Oh, we will be with you, sir. We know how you enjoy us watching.
We'll be with you in spirit.
Sheppard, you're coming with too.
Shit.
All right, so you head inside?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So as soon as you head inside, you do hear, well, first off, you feel not as intense heat as you did in the pub. This is more of a very comfortable warm, and it's because they have braziers strategically placed throughout the establishment. It's very nice and open and polished stone floor.
Shit. See
Yeah.
what money can buy?
Yeah, I'm telling you. You also hear a number of harps playing very soft melodic music. And you see, hoo boy, this place is putting all of the goods on display. You see females, males, you see of all the different races. You see two elf females cuddling one another, but they seem to be upon this very opulent created chaise lounge, holding on to one another, but looking in the direction of who their next mark is. Mm-hmm. And upon entering, you see a well-robed female. She is the most professional looking out of everybody in here, but she steps forward and she says, "My lords and ladies, welcome. Welcome to the Swan's Wing. How may we be of assistance today?"
I think we want to pay for your services.
My lord is very shy. We apologize, as this is his first time, and we would like it to be quite special.
She gets a grin ear to ear, and she says, a lord's first time. Well, a handsome lord, if one may ever see.
I blush.
Immediate roll for blush.
Yeah.
Roll for blushing. Oh, your cheeks are so
I'm
red.
the reddest.
I whisper to Jek, "Don't forget why we're here," and I slip the coin into his hand.
She says, "And my lord, may I make myself of an acquaintance to you? I am Josefa.
You're what?
I am Josefa.
Josefa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your name.
Yeah, not like my Sefa.
No, I just meant like
I'm
your...
Josefa.
Josefa.
No, Josefa. It's
Josefa.
Josefa.
Gotcha.
I am Lord Regent Graythorn. Sorry, I'm nervous.
She takes your hand into hers, and she lightly places her delicate hand, which she is soft, and you can tell that she's like got fresh perfumed oils on her hand, and she caresses your hand very gracefully and says, "A Lord Regent, well, look at you, the next up and coming, perhaps our next king, perhaps. Lord Regent Graythorn, we welcome you to the Swan's Wing. Please step this way."
Excuse me, Joseph, before you part with our lord, how is your discretion around this here home?
She perks up and she realizes that, we need to do business first. And she says, "Yes, of course. Well, discretion is as only good as the coin that precedes it. perhaps we should first see which lady our lord desires. And she claps her
Who
hands
said
twice.
he prefers ladies? let's
Shepherd,
let our-
Shepherd.
She does put a hand in front of her mouth. She says, "Oh my goodness, I failure of me to assume. We shall have the full array." And she like raises her hands in the air, the full array, and she claps again twice. At this point, you see a couple of
This is when it breaks into the Beauty and the Beast. Be our guest. Be our guest.
put our service to the test. At this, you see a couple of doors open from the sides, and all walks of life begin to walk in. Some lovely dressed dwarves, elves, mostly humans, all different looks, shapes, and sizes, and call it a buffet of skin because there's just everything.
I'm gonna reach up and like tap both of them on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, like come down here for a second. Like we need a little powwow." Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse us for one moment.
She says, "Oh, yes, of course, by all means, take your time."
So I think we should probably go with the dwarf, right?
She, you hear her walk away. She says, "Wine, fruits, now."
I get the general plan here, but I'm not sure what we need to do.
She is more your size.
She may also know more about the coin.
You can see everybody at this point is looking at you and giving you the come hither eyes. They are laying it on thick, just trying to like really catch his eye, whether they're giving winks or subtle glances. Some are like slowly, like not fully removing clothing, but just, you know, graceful hands everywhere. Again, it is just emanating pheromones in here, hardcore.
Can I, as I'm looking back over my shoulder, can I do like a perception check to see if somebody looks like they might know?
Sure. Do a perception check.
24.
Woo-hoo!
Wow. Wow. Yeah, actually, the one who you see who kind of catches your eye, she has a darker shade of olive skin. She looks pretty exotic. Her eyes appear to be not like she's got very cat-like eyes, but she is human. Dark black hair, very lengthy, and she has lots of jewelry across her, gold and silvers, bracelets and necklaces. But she's actually the only one who's not like trying to throw it out there. She is very much acting very just like, your time is my time, and I do what I say. But she carries herself with a very, very confident stature. And she appears to be the one who you would assume to be the most worldly out of all of them. The rest of them look like they're just trying to throw their bits at you, and you're
Give us the bits.
give us the bits.
After
If this
Chris's
for
comment,
Twitch, that would be perfect.
I assumed I was gonna be like ending up with like a male dwarf who's just like, "All right, what do you want from me?"
Just kind of claps his hands. All right, let's get to it.
Jack,
So
was there any of them that catches your attention?
I'm thinking the lady that looks like she doesn't care would be best.
Quite perceptive of you. I believe you're right.
Go
Shepherd.
for it, Jack. Sorry, go for it, Lord Regent Graythorn.
Thank you.
Lady Josepha.
She, as you turn back towards the crowd, they actually have 4 more people, 2 carrying trays of fruit and food and bread and just some nice little snack items. The other one is holding a tray with some tiny goblets and a fresh wine decanter.
Our Lord has chosen one of your best ladies.
Got my hands behind my back and I just nod. I'm starting to try to get into it. I'm really.
getting into it.
And she says, yes, of course, as she pours out some wine into all 3 of the goblets. And which of our lovely people here shall he be enjoying? And she doles out some of the goblets to everybody.
Your lovely brunette over there. The one who seems to not be attended.
Ah, he has caught the eye of lovely Verena. Yes, she hails from us from Pondalus, but she is our child of the world. She has visited the most of the countryside, learning every trick along the way.
Damn.
Perfect. Our Lord would like to take her and bang her if...
Shepherd, manners. We are amongst ladies here.
I nudge Jack forward a little bit.
I stumble a little, but I catch myself.
Yeah, he's stumbling forward, but standing upright again. You see the lady begin to descend actually downward from one of the spiral staircases, and she walks forward and she extends a very bejeweled hand, and it looks like she's actually got some sort of like henna tattoo across her arm, and she extends it outward and she says, Farina.
Do I recognize the henna tattoo? Like, can I do
Do a perception check.
19?
Ooh, yes. This is a very detailed design. It is actually of an elven design from Dalhammon Forest.
She knows some elves.
She knows like the artwork of the Dalhammon area. It looks
Sheppard,
like.
she seems to enjoy your kind.
I do a sidebar with Jek real quick. I'm like, Lord, come here.
Come here.
Yes, my bodyguard.
He says that very loudly as you walk. Yes, bodyguard.
Jek, I need you to do me a favor. When you have your way with her, whatever you're going to do back there, and ask her about the coin, I need you to ask her a question for me. If she has spent time from that area, I need you to ask her if she knows of any knights that have killed users of dark magic. This is important.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
I'm sure that'll come up in casual conversation somehow.
I will give you some kind of reward. I don't know what yet, but if you provide me the information, I will do something for you. I promise.
That's fair. I'll put it on my tab. All right, thank you, bodyguard. I will keep that in mind.
She extends a hand out to you and says, "Shall we?"
We shall.
Godspeed.
She
Godspeed.
as you hear, she guides him by the hand behind her, heading upwards up one of the staircases, and she says, "Perhaps a bath first." As they ascend and they start to walk away, the two of you still remaining, and you see Josefa. She begins to pour herself a wine. She says to the two of you, "I am to assume that the two of you would be keeping his books," as she takes a drink.
You assume correctly.
Very well. Well, let's take care of the dirty business of payment now, and that way we can enjoy the rest of this fine afternoon.
Sure. Yes. What is the going rate for someone of her prestige?
Oh, Josefa is indeed one of our best girls. She fetches one of the highest prices here at the Swan Wing at 200 gold.
Shite. So I say yes. I would expect nothing less. And you know, you're quite a beauty yourself. How long have you been the proprietor of this establishment? I'm just buying time right now.
Sheppard, what is your charm?
What happened to you being rich, Shaddai?
I'm rich.
I mean,
I'm rich. Oh, shit. I am not that rich. Rewind the montage.
with the amount of money that we found down in the cave, we have the tomb. We've got the money for it. I just don't want to fucking spend it. So I'm just gonna delay as much as I can until he gets the information so we can fucking peace out.
How about, I have an idea. It's like, before our Lord encounters intercourse, we do prefer that he and your lady Verana shall speak. If there is any form of attraction and chemistry, then we will pay.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. We need to have the boy find his palate, as you say.
Yes.
Indeed. She goes over to you see a series of hourglasses on a shelf, and they're all very opulent hourglasses. They're just finely crafted with fine metals, and some have colored sand in them rather than regular. But she takes a one of a moderate size. It looks about this a little bit smaller than a football, I guess you could say. She takes it down and she says, "We'll give them some introductory time," and she turns the hourglass in full.
All right, Lord, just ask the question, say you're not into it, and leave.
And
Well, I'm already gone.
up in the room, you step into this very, very fine, past a very finely crafted door into this beautiful room. And again, incense is burning, oils are everywhere, candles are lit. This room is strictly designed for its purpose. There is a big old feather bed. There is a huge tub that it looks like it has a couple of servants pouring fresh hot water into it right now. As you enter, they turn. You can't really see their faces because their hoods are down, but they slightly bow and exeunt out of the room. And she steps in, closes the door, and walks over to another wine decanter and begins to pour herself a glass.
Okay, look, I'm going to be honest with you.
Save it, Jek. I recognized you the moment you walked in.
Oh, you know what? I thought I recognized you too. You've seen me before. You know my act.
She says,
Oh shit, we didn't know this. We didn't see that. We didn't see this coming. We fucked up. No wonder she wasn't interested.
It's like, I knew I chose you for a reason. I knew I recognized you.
She sets the decanter down and grabs the goblet and says, "What in the hells are you doing in here looking like that?"
Okay, woo, I can drop the act. All right, so I just have some questions. If you want to spend just a couple of minutes together.
You spent coin on fine clothing, some strange entourage of people who look like they crawled out of the hells themselves to come in here and ask me questions?
To be fair, the montage was not my idea, but here we are. I'm assuming like I took your etching with me at least, or do I have the
you
coin?
have the coin.
Oh no, that's right, you handed me the coin. Okay. Could you tell me anything about this? And I show her the coin.
She looks at it. What is this, Jek?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
She extends her hand out as if she wishes to hold it.
Give it to her.
Okay. You place the coin in her hand and she looks at it for a bit. Ugh, it's dirty. Goes over to a washing bowl and begins to like rinse it out essentially and cleans it and wipes a rag over the top of it and holds it up. It's unique to say the least. The only thing I recognize here is the one of the symbols on the bottom part of the coin. She holds it up next to a candle and points at it, and it's at the very bottom of the coin. It's a symbol, and it looks like a spear through an octopus. She says, that's a fisherman's mark from Arkham.
Do I know of Arkham, or am I familiar with that?
You've heard of Arkham. It's in the North Cag. You've never been to the North Cag before, let alone anywhere outside Fangor Highland. It's a fisherman's place with a big old lake next to it, and it's pretty much all you've heard.
Do you know like what they use these for? I've heard it called a part coin.
Part coin? That's strange, but no. Sorry. She actually flips it back to you, flipping the coin up in the air and back to you.
I roll a critical hit, grab it, immediately pocket it.
You catch the coin, and she says, "Why all this pomp and circumstance and pageantry to ask me about a coin?"
I do have one more question, but I'll save that for in a second. So we are just trying to find out where this came from, what this is. My entourage and I, as you say.
It's an odd band you're traveling with, Jek. They look like dangerous people.
I can't disagree there, but company's company. Yeah.
She actually does walk over to you, and she kind of leans down as if to like look you eye to eye. Jek, I know you don't like the orphanages. No one does. But this looks like a dangerous crowd you're mixing yourself up in. She gets up, goes back over, refills her wine. The coin looks like it may have came from Arkham, I guess. It looks like a maker's stamp, but who's to say?
Can I also ask you, so I noticed your tattoo, and in your experience in the Delhaman Forest, do you know of anyone who was just killing people, users of dark magic?
At first, she kind of smiles and smirks, giving a little giggle. Experience, is this what we're calling it, Jek? She says, slaying people for dark magic?
Yeah, just people who, like, users of dark magic. Anyone targeting them that you know of?
Specifically at night.
Specifically at night? Sorry, voices in my head, just...
She ponders for a bit. She says, aside from Sir Alexander the Gauntlet, maybe a few here and there. One of the hands who I had heard of before, Halsey. You can see she's trying to really remembers this name as she kind of raises her eyebrows as she says his name. He was a real friendly chap, a man of a great temper. Came a few times over to Chibber when I was working there in transit going to and from the forest, but he was not the most welcoming of individuals, had a real distaste for anybody outside the realm of humans, and especially hated those who practiced magic, even if they were sanctioned from the Ryson Diathir Academy.
Were he and Alexander working together at this?
It's possible. They are both hands, but at the same time, Halsey hates only those who aren't human. Sir Alexander hates everyone.
Fair. I've seen him. I've been in his company. That was the guy at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The big guy with the big dragon glass sword.
The guy that Chris talked smack to.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, real smart to talk shit to him.
Okay, well, I guess did I have anything else? I don't think I had anything. That was the information I needed, right?
That's the information you needed. Now you could just ask her anything if you want.
Oh, I don't have any
Since you still
AMAs
have
for her.
time.
Have any AMAs?
So what would you say is an inspiration for you as an artist, and how would you say a young starting artist could get a head start? No, I don't know. So is there anything else you can tell me about any of this that I wish I had more questions, but really this is very quickly put together, and I have nothing.
She goes and takes a seat next to the on one of the chaise lounges next to the bed, but she just says, "Yeah, you're in over your head."
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. It's in my notes.
She actually goes over to the window at this point, and she says, "You really need to be careful. They're saying that this is going to be the harshest winter we've ever seen, and with it, dark tidings probably behind them." As she opens the window, make a perception check.
Ooh, 25. Well, I rolled a straight 20.
Rolled a straight. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. As she opens the window, you peer out and you see somebody on a rooftop opposite of that window who is actually aiming a crossbow.
Can I push her out of the way, or?
Yeah. You, Jek, quickly looking at, she didn't pay attention because she's been looking at you as she opened up the window. You run and tackle her out of the way, but a crossbow bolt goes flying past you and sticks in the wall, like right in it. And she's like, "What in the hells are you doing?"
You were, but did you see the guy over there on the roof?
Both of you stand up and look out the window, and you see a cloaked figure jumping off a rooftop with a big crossbow across his back, and he jumps down out of sight.
Was he jumping towards us?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, just
Opposite.
Leaving. Okay. I don't think anyone's after me.
She's curious, like, I know no one's after me, at least not in that right. She closes the windows quickly, and she's, "Jek, what did you bring to my place?"
I'm sorry. We're done.
She quickly exits out of the room, swinging the door open and running down quickly. Someone just took a shot at us.
Josepha, what kind of establishment is this?
She looks very confused. "Excuse me? What does that even mean?"
I bring the crossbow bolt with me.
Oh.
Like I took it out of the wall.
Can I roll an investigation of that too, if I recognize that bolt or that arrow? If
Sure.
there's anything
Sure.
cool about it.
Yeah.
I think cool about it. It's the
19.
raddest arrow you've ever seen.
So I rolled 19 plus 2, 21.
It is a very sleek, very well-crafted arrow. You think it's made. You think it's an elven-made crossbow.
Oh, Elven made.
I draw my rapier and step forward right up to Josepha, and I'm like, "What happened to discretion? Do you recognize this bolt? Who would have fired this? Who knows we're here?"
As you draw your weapon, you actually see the side doors open again, and this time some not so friendly or well-perfumed people step in. You see these figures step out, full leather armor, and they actually all have helmets on and are carrying various different types of swords and long swords, and say, "You dare draw steel in our establishment. If any trouble has befallen this area, it is you who have brought it here, and we will thank you to leave now."
My lord, stand behind us.
We will leave. No payment.
As we walk out, we grab some food that was on the trays. You grab the wine.
We'll see ourselves out, and we grab something.
I'd snatch the bottle and just finish it off as I walk out the door.
We appreciate your hospitality.
I doubt.
Before you leave, Verena looks down, calls down from upper
Quarter.
balcony area down to you, Jek, and just says, "Remember, Jek, best be careful."
Thank you for the good time. Your Lord Regent appreciates your service.
After I finish the wine bottle, I just slap it against the side of the building on the outside and let it break, so they have to clean it up later.
Yeah, it just smashes, and bits of glass just fly everywhere into the snow, and it's now that red liquid. Very quickly, you can see like steam coming off of it because of the cold weather, but it's slowly just going down to the snow.
She
And
steps on that.
Sheppard, must you always leave your mark?
The reputation of a coal elf is, I don't actually know. I made that bullshit up. Okay, well, that didn't go great. Where did you see this? Did you see the shooter of this bolt. Where was he?
In the room I was in, if you guys saw where it was right across from us on the roof, right across from the window. We opened the window and then someone immediately shot in. I saved the day by pushing her out of the way. And then I cowardly ran away.
What a hero.
Did you
Balance.
happen to cop a feel as you pushed her out of the way?
I definitely didn't, but I got some information.
Worthless.
Tell
lad.
us.
Well, what information did you gather, at least?
Well, as far as the coin goes, she was able to tell me that it was from a place called Arkham, or it looked like from a place called Arkham.
Arkham. Can I roll to figure out if I know what that place?
You may roll a history.
Sounds like an asylum.
12 plus 4, 16.
In the North Cag, there is a fairly popular city on a lake, Arkham. Arkham is the lake is so large that the wildlife beneath the lake is a pretty broad range that sits in there. Most of the time fishermen there will just bring in carp and cod and other fish and whatnot, but they've also been able to have their own octopus and squid and whatnot, as well as something of note is that they actually say that the lake itself looks like an octopus from the way that it's shaped.
I show them the bottom of the coin with that little insignia of the spear going through the octopus.
We probably should have wiped that off earlier and actually looked at it. Okay. Whoops.
Yeah, now that the coin is clean, you can see that there are a ton of tiny little minute details on this coin. Like, it is so finely crafted.
And Jek, what did she say about the dark magic? Did you learn anything?
Well, first of all, aside from Sir Alexander the Great, the one that you mouthed off to earlier, there was a man named Halsey who was apparently got a pretty bad temper, but he also is a knight who works against those using dark magic specifically. While Sir Alexander hates everyone, this guy just hates everyone different from humans. So you can kind of tell he's got an attitude, but these are some of our culprits for people in that area slaying dark magic users.
And you did say he's a knight.
That's what she said. That's what she told me.
Thank you, Jek.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that I just got shot at? Are we doing anything about this?
Kid, do you know how many times I've been shot at?
Well, I saw a couple of them, but I just mean
It won't be your last time.
Right now, it seems like we should investigate. There's some dangerous stuff going on, and I don't know that it was specifically for me, but we might want to check it out.
Let's go look around whatever building that you pointed out. Let's go wander around over there, see if we can find anything sitting around.
Yeah, let's see if we can find any clues
so we go over
Okay, so we go to the rooftop of the building.
or at least around the building.
Yeah,
since he
see
jumped
if
off of it.
We can see
Okay.
anything.
Okay, so you're heading around the buildings to find out where it was that he jumped off of.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, you're actually heading into some deep alleyways at this point. Like, you're off the road, so you're navigating through some of the back alleys where this is gonna sound gross. This is where all the brothels will dump. They've actually created like a trough, like latrine, letting gravity do the work. They just dump it out the back and let it just go all the way.
It stinks.
It's a stinky
river.
It is a stinky alleyway.
Jack, I believe you should change into your peasant clothes.
You don't want to ruin the clothes you bought
We
me?
don't want to ruin these in case we need them again.
All right,
Did pay
well,
money for those.
Boy, did we.
I guess I'll
That's
change
something.
back in however long that takes me, I guess, and then just make sure I'm being very stealthy when moving through these alleyways. As in, I'm behind them.
All right, so we're in the area as we notice that it's all sewage.
Do we see any shitty footprints around?
Yeah.
Not that you can see. This is all like actual stone roads and whatnot. So seeing anything of like imprinted foots is not something you're going to see.
Even though it's snowing also during this time.
You know, with
this
that,
winter?
I'll let you have a perception check to try to see if you can see any of that.
It's all roll. Yeah.
Crit fail for me.
15 for me.
17.
Avadore, you're the only one. You see a couple series of footprints that lead off to an alleyway.
Gentlemen, I believe we shall follow the steps here through this dark alleyway.
Ladies first.
What a
Through the dark alleyway.
been to a gentleman's club once, and now he's a gentleman.
Now he knows how to really behave.
I draw my hand crossbow as we're walking,
So we are walking down the alleyway.
following the footprints.
Yeah, I've got my daggers at the ready.
How dark is this alleyway?
Oh, it's very much covered up because even though it's overcast and snowing right now, the buildings are tall enough to where they're blocking out most of what little natural light there is. So it's not like so dark that you can't see, but it is very much off the beaten path, and not like no one is around here.
At least we've got dark vision, but Jack would have to probably stay behind us just in case.
Right. What time of day is this also?
Late afternoon.
Late afternoon.
Okay.
And the winter's getting dark.
As you turn the corner from one of the areas, I already got everybody's passive perception.
Right.
Just one.
Can I'd like to produce a flame and have a light in my hand, and that can illuminate the area.
It does produce it. You can't just hold it in your hand, so you could use it to ignite a torch if you would like.
Jack, what sort of weapon or anything that do you have on you?
Oh, I've got a torch on me.
You got a torch on you?
Yeah. So I'll pull out the torch and have you light it.
Pull out the torch.
Okay. Sheppard produces a torch. You use your produce flame, ignite that thing up. It's pretty well illuminated now at this point.
Awesome.
Okay.
We've got fire.
Hot fire. All right. You're moving down through this alleyway, and it's when just as you turn one of the corners, you're standing in sort of a T intersection, and three people from tucked away in a nook step outward into the middle of the walkway, which is about 20 feet wide. They are in leather armor. That is not nice leather armor. It looks like it was just sort of sewn together and very haphazardly made. And a couple of them have light crossbows as well as scimitars. And they step in front of you, and you see one of them with a very nasty beard stretching down to his chest. And he says, "Oh, thank you very much for doing the hard work for us. We thought we were going to have to chase you down."
Jack, I knew we shouldn't.
I guess they were after me. Sorry.
The rest, you actually see, aside from them, on either side of the intersection, two more on each side step out of nooks. So there is a total of 7 of these figures.
I asked the man, I'm like, I'm really bad with names. I'm very sorry. What was your name again, and why are you here?
The one in center, who's got the 2 crossbow guys on either side of him, he says, "Oh, names aren't important, friend. It's not going to matter much to you anymore anyways."
Well, if it doesn't matter that much, I mean, it couldn't hurt to tell me if I'm about to die anyway. I won't be able to tell anyone.
Is it a Bob? A Clifford?
You looked like a Bob, that's for sure.
Pay no mind to them. Pay no mind to them. We are here with no harm. We just merely are wondering whose footprints these belong to.
Those belong to us, love. Remember, boys, no need to keep them alive. We just need their heads. And roll initiative, everyone.
I saw that coming.
5. No, wait. 6.
9.
7.
We
Not good.
suck.
What in the hell, guys? Are you serious?
I know.
We're the worst.
We're the worst.
Okay,
We are truly a party in peril.
That is aptly named. Who got highest?
I got 9.
I got 7.
6.
I got highest.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, this is gonna go well.
You're all dead before you get to go.
Sheppard,
much.
get on front. You have a flame torch. I can use it.
I do have a torch, and I have my little hand crossbow already ready.
Maybe.
They get to go first, and you guys get to act tomorrow. All right.
From beyond the grave.
From beyond the grave. So the one in front, he holds his scimitar, and he also draws a dagger. He is going to sort of stand still as he's going to hold an action and wait for his boys to fire their crossbows, which it's their turn. And guess what? They fire crossbows.
Didn't see that coming.
So we have 6 crossbows. We have 3 of you, so 2 each. All right, Jek, they loose out shots, one shooting with a 13, the other one shooting with a 22.
Ooh, the 13, no. The 22, definitely yes.
Okay. He deals a whopping 5 points of damage.
Ugh.
Next up is the shots coming at Sheppard with a 9 and a 15.
Neither of them hit.
Then last but not least, the 2 shots coming at Avadore. 9 and 14.
9 does and 14 does.
Okay, so you get shot and hit with a crossbow bolt, dealing a whopping 2 damage. So not a whole lot there. The first volley of their shots go through. Sheppard manages to dodge out of the way of both of them. Jek, you dodge one, but get hit in the shoulder with another. And same for Avadore. You knock one of the bolts away, but the other one lands in your thigh.
Okay.
Then we go to, first up, Avadore.
So what I would like to do is with the torch that Sheppard is holding, I would like to push the flame. I can push it up to 30 feet in front, hitting everybody, the people that are 15. And you said the other ones were also 20, so they'd all get hit as well.
You can target one person.
Okay, I want to target the 15, the one that's 15, which is the center guy, right?
The head guy?
Head guy.
Sure. All right, so roll your spell attack to hit.
11, okay.
Miss.
No!
He dodges out of the way of the flame.
Sorry. Oy.
So he dodges out of the way of the flame. You still have a move action left if you'd like to do anything?
I will draw a club.
Okay. Draw your club. That is your turn. And we will now go to, after that is Jek.
To keep some distance, let me pull out my short bow.
Okay.
And it's got a range of, looks like 80 feet.
Oh, yeah, you're well within range of these guys.
Okay. I'll try to shoot the guy the leader.
Try to shoot the leader?
No, let me shoot one of the crossbow guys.
All
They're
right.
close enough to. I'll shoot the one that shot me.
Oh, yeah. We're going to shoot that
revenge
jerk.
shot. Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Okay.
We'll show him.
21.
Hit.
7.
Yeah, that one hit him like in the gut, and he is not happy about it. He is feeling very poorly.
How does that feel?
I don't like it. All right, after Jek, we go to Sheppard.
Okay, I'm going to aim my hand crossbow at the same person that Jek just hit. 14.
Hit.
And then damage would be 4.
When he gets hit in the stomach with the arrow, he bends forward and grabs onto the arrow. Realizing you have a nice, lovely shot at his cranium, you take the shot and plant it in his eye. He falls to the floor lifeless.
Nice.
I spit on the ground in his body's direction.
All right, so it goes to the captain's turn, who is not happy with you taking out one of his men. So he is going to move forward and stop this whole shenanigans of you shooting things. He's going to target... there's 3 of you. Who does he hit? Oh my goodness. He actually has multi-attack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he gets 3 attacks. He's going to aim...
Oh my gosh. I wish I'd shot him instead.
His first 2 attacks with his scimitar, he is going to aim 2 attacks at Sheppard, and then he'll aim his dagger attack at Avadore. Ow, I rolled poorly. 13 and 8.
Nope.
Boo-boo. All right, then his dagger attack at Avadore.
I laugh at him, by the way, as I'm dodging.
Oh, gosh. 11?
That hits me.
Oh, that's right.
How many?
Yes.
11.
He strikes at you with that, dealing 5 points of damage. Yeah. He gives you a good swipe across the shoulder. After him is the other bandits. They realize that the captain is targeting Sheppard, so they're not going to shoot him. So you actually have 5 shots coming in. 3 at Jek, 2 at Avadore. 2 misses and 1 hit.
What's the damage?
Ah, gosh. I'm rolling very low on my damage.
Good.
3 damage.
Okay. Still poop, but...
Still poop.
All right.
Avadore, you have 2 shots coming at you. I miss hard. I miss real hard.
So how close is he to us now?
So he is actually within engaged distance. He is in melee with Sheppard, and you guys are again right next to one another. So you are also within melee of him.
Okay.
So you could use your club on him.
Yeah, I can. And here we go. I am
Swinging.
attacking our closest person, which is the master. Come on. So 3.
Oh, no.
As solid as that roll is, unfortunately, negative. All right.
That's my bad for getting the D4 out. I'm gonna use this.
I'm gonna hit him with that.
I'm
now.
No.
Gotta roll higher than that.
God
All right.
damn it. I've been hurt, okay?
Yeah. Oh, you're distracted from the pain.
Yes,
I get it.
Yes,
I get it.
I'm hurt.
Jek, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna just find another, put another arrow in and fire it at the guy. Again, the one who shot me this time.
Oh, that guy's dead. Oh, the other one that hit you.
The other
the
one,
other
the
one that
latest,
hit you.
The latest time I got shot.
Yeah. Yep.
22.
Oh, definitely a hit.
Ugh, 5.
He's hurt, but he ain't screaming just yet. And after that, we have Sheppard.
Since the captain's like right up against me, I'm gonna drop my hand crossbow and draw my rapier real quick.
Yes.
I'm gonna go for that. 13.
Miss.
Shit.
He parries you with the dagger,
I'm drunk.
knocking your rapier out of the way.
What's your excuse?
What's your excuse?
You shouldn't have chugged all that wine on our way out.
I know, but I need it.
And now it's his turn, and he is going to unleash a volley of strikes at you. Sheppard, all 3 attacks are coming your way.
Oh,
I
shit.
All right, one is an immediate miss. The other one is a hit. The other one is a crit. He crits with the dagger. Ooh. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
How many hit points did you have?
I have 21.
Okay, he does 19 damage to you.
Jesus.
Whoa.
He in a flurry, he misses you. You knock away one of his scimitar strikes, but he swipes down quickly and does a spin move and lands the dagger square into like right where your neck and shoulder meet, just plunging it into the meat of your body.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. That's very uncomfortable.
I was feeling okay. I was like, okay, you guys still have a decent amount of health. I'm a little hurt, but I think we're going to be okay. And now this really makes me doubt this whole thing. I'm scared.
I have weed leaves and my herbalism kit. Herbalism?
Yeah.
Herbalism. That sounds weird. I could try and heal you. Stay alive. Just stay alive, Sheppard.
After him is the bandits. They're going to reload. We're going to get same thing. 2 shots at Jek, 3 shots at Avadore. I miss both shots at you.
Yay. A little bit of health.
3 shots at Avadore. All 3 misses. I rolled a 2, 2, 3.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, poor
Are we
rolls that time.
fighting stormtroopers from Star Wars right now? Is that what's happening?
Don't mock the dice.
Oh my gosh.
They will bite back.
So I am going to attack the captain
Aha.
with that torch as well.
Yeah.
So
Set him on fire.
set him on fire. Let me roll,
Set him on
please.
fire.
Hit.
Higher.
Oh,
Well, higher.
please
Higher
hit.
notes. Higher notes.
So 16.
Oh, hit.
Oh my god.
He takes his first strike.
Okay, he takes his first strike, and then do I need a?
So you'll see
do a
at that bottom
1d8?
1d8 in fire damage.
Ooh, come on. 8.
So
That's not
that's
zero.
the
4.
pyramid. It's the
Yes,
yes. That
Okay.
is the one.
2.
It singes his clothing slightly.
Damn.
But he's wearing leather. They're all wearing leather.
Yeah. Now it's all charred leather.
It just smells good.
Yeah.
Jek.
Cock the arrow, shoot the same guy I just shot.
Okay.
Hope for better results.
Ooh,
Ooh,
20.
Nat
20.
Nice.
Your minimum damage is going to kill him.
Okay. Then
Yeah, this time the arrow goes right in his, right in the forehead. Just
But I do it with
Damn.
some flourish, though. I do a backflip
Flourish.
and then shoot
oh,
him.
like you do 2 somersaults
Yeah.
and you do like the actual like sideways bow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now you want to be a lord.
yeah, yeah. You real fancy.
I just got extra about it.
Yeah, you did.
Real quick, I want to use a bonus action to make sure that I'm dashed out of melee range with this guy because I know I was super close to them. So
if you dash, you're gonna have to choose a direction. You can either choose towards the open area where the 2 dead guys are, or towards the other guys in the other alleyways.
could I dash backwards?
If you dash backwards, you got bandits behind you. Remember shooting you
Oh,
with their
that's
crossbows.
right. Okay, never.
So only 2 are dead out of all the 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm okay then. I'll stay.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one guy again, the captain.
Strike him.
Nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, with mine, this is house ruled, but with my crits, it's max damage plus another full die roll with all the bonuses.
So D8 plus 4, so that's 12, and then I
That'd
roll
be 12 damage. So we're going to do an outright 12 damage plus another die roll.
of the D8.
Like your normal damage. Yeah, your normal rapier damage plus bonuses.
8.
So another 12. So 24 damage total.
Wow.
Whoa.
Nice.
Where is he?
He struck you hard. You struck right back.
Yeah, you struck him hard.
And you're bleeding.
This
too.
time, you unleash a couple of flares with your rapier, and he actually goes to dodge or parry the rapier up high, and you manage to plunge this one directly into like right in his side where his kidneys are, and you see him like he gets wide, like oh.
Never anger a coal elf.
I'm going to use a bonus action, and I'm going to use my second wind.
Oh.
Get some hit points back.
Oh, cool.
Very smart.
Yeah, he gets some hit points back with that.
Was that like a level 2?
Yeah,
No, I
level two.
started with
Or
that.
level
okay.
he gets his with the fighter.
I see. Cool.
It's a fighter ability.
Nice.
9 plus 2.
So you get 11 hit points back.
Yes. And then I also blow him a kiss.
Yeah, he
Free
looks very unhappy at this.
Free action kiss blow.
You blew him.
It's
kiss.
his turn, and he is going to furiously swing his scimitar and dagger at you. Did a 5, a 1, and regretfully, the dagger crits again. 8 points of damage. He furiously swings the scimitars and manages to stab you right in the thigh very deeply with his dagger.
This is just like a blood fest going on over there.
This is a fight.
Shaddai's just like doing some Sonya Blade, like fire kisses.
It's my morning breath.
Are you still holding the torch, Sheppard?
I still have it in one hand. I got a torch in one hand, and I got the rapier in the other. Yeah.
Hold it still.
I'm trying. I'm bleeding all over the bloody place. I'm trying.
Hold still.
After
God,
him
it's
is the
alive.
bandit's turn. You actually hear a very loud grunting noise from behind the bandits, and you see one of them, a spear pierces through his chest, and one of the bandits drops down. Behind him, you see a haphazardly armored soldier who has his helmet haphazardly on, and he says, "How dare you hurt my friend?"
Oh, Redlin, my best friend. Thank you so much.
BFF forever.
Do be a friend and help me murder the rest of these, too.
And he does scream, "In the name of the royal guard, cease and desist," he says, slightly drunk. One of the bandits is going to drop his crossbow and try to strike down Retlin.
I am glad you made this friend.
He misses. Retlin bats his scimitar away with his spear. The other two are going to take shots. One at Jek, one at Avadore. You both got hit.
Oh, jeez.
Minimal damage. 2 to you, 5 to you.
Damn.
Damn.
Who's still alive?
There are 3 archers left?
Yes.
Yep.
3 archers
and the
left
captain.
and
The bandit captain.
the bandit captain. So
One of the archers is engaged with Retlin.
Yes.
Okay.
2 still have crossbows out.
one of them is closest to you, right?
Yeah, on the captain's side, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm still by the captain. I'm going to continue trying to get this captain down. So
With-
I'm good at my club.
With
I'm gonna
the
use
club.
my club.
Swing the club wildly at him.
All right, swing.
Hit him in
bada,
the
bada.
face.
What do I got? Ooh, 20!
Did you just see the nat
What
20?
the hell?
Yeah.
It's about
Jesus.
time.
Okay.
I
All right.
know. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you do the max damage with the club,
4.
which
Should be a 4. D4.
what is it you add to the?
Oh. Add 1.
It's a D4 minus 1. You actually have a negative to your strength. So, okay, so 3 damage.
Why'd I
and then-
do a
and then-
club?
well, roll that again. Roll and subtract 1 again, I
Okay.
should say.
3 subtract 1, so 2.
So
So you did
5.
5 damage?
5 damage. He is bloodied.
Good.
Shepherd, get
He is a
him.
bloodied bandit captain, which we now go to Jek.
Let me drop my bow, pull out dagger. Can I pull out dagger and short sword simultaneously? Okay.
I rule it that you can draw when you're drawing. You can use it as a draw action to draw weapons.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do that cool thing where I pull it from both sides and then just take a stab. This will be double weapon, right? I don't remember how that worked. Or 2 weapon fighting.
2 weapon fighting. So yes, you can. Your offhand weapon, which I assume would be the dagger,
Right.
Okay, is going to be same modifiers to hit and everything, but you don't get to add the modifiers to damage. But again, because you are in melee with Shepherd on this guy, you do get advantage on the attack rolls, which means you do also get sneak attack.
23.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this will be the second attack.
This is with the dagger.
13.
Miss.
Miss. Okay, so hit with this scimitar, miss with a dagger.
Okay.
So 4, and then this is the extra d6. 6.
As he's like trying to block and deal with Sheppard, you go underneath him and like stab him in the other thigh as well, like on the inside of his thigh. And you're like, yeah, take that, jerk.
I say that too. Yeah, take that, jerk.
I'm gonna use the rapier on the captain.
Fatality.
Okay, now that you are also in melee combat with you and Jek, you also get advantage.
Hell yeah. All right, 16.
He is going to activate his ability of parry.
Ah, shit.
The captain
Matthew
adds
Perry?
yes, Matthew Perry. He adds 2 to his AC against 1 melee attack that would hit it. To do so, the captain must see the attacker and would be wielding a melee weapon, which he does. So he parries you with his dagger, and you miss.
Could I be any more damage?
Could I be doing any more damage?
I'm going to use action surge and try to hit him again.
Oh my. All right, you can swing again.
18? Okay, so 9 damage total.
Yeah, he's not doing so hot. He's not feeling great.
I also try to blow the embers from the torch at him.
Just don't blow the fucking fire out. Gonna need it.
Captain is going to look at his other 3 lackeys and just say, "Run away!"
Like
Not
Kermit
like
the
that,
Frog.
cartoony, but he most assuredly,
Like
a Muppet.
like Kermit. Yeah,
He's Bobcat Goldthwait.
yeah.
he is going to signal for the boys to run, and he and himself is going to disengage and start trying to take off.
Okay, I can still use the flame.
Yes.
Now flame the captain.
Yes.
All right,
All right.
Flaming captain.
Flamey,
this flaming
flamers.
captain, Flamio.
13.
I'm so sorry, no. Yep, that's a miss.
Drop my dagger, scimitar, pick my bow back up, cock it and shoot.
Cock it.
Cock it.
You knock an arrow onto the bow and shoot at who?
The captain.
Captain! You shan't get away this day. Or will you?
19.
Hit.
6 total damage.
He's still alive,
Dang.
but barely. He is
right.
barely alive. He is like stumbling down this corridor.
I drop the rapier, grab my hand crossbow again. I'm aiming for the captain, and that is going to be 18.
That is a hit. Is it enough?
6 damage.
You shoot. The bolt flies outward, hits him directly in the spine between the shoulder blades. He lets out a cry and collapses to the ground. The captain dies.
Yay! No
Nice.
more captain.
The other bandits freak the hell out at this and continue their departure and completely run the hell away out of sight.
It's all good. Regular bandits have poor loot anyway. We got this captain loot now.
You're so excited for this loot.
This is my video game logic.
Retlin stands triumphant over the body, removes the spear, and sort of like leaning on it because obviously he needs to. Looks over and says, "And another job well done. My friends, I hope you're all right." And he's almost like in a saluting stance, sort of pats himself on the back in a way with how he like pleased with himself as he is.
Oh, my dear friend Redland, thank you again ever so much for having the back of your best friend. Do you recognize these bandits or who they are? I don't mean like individually, but as a collective. Do you know who these bandits are?
He looks down a little bit confused and says, "Nope, bandits, our crimes have just skyrocketed since this damn capital has been flooding with people. But it's good that I was around for you."
Again, I will name my first and now my second born both after you, my friend. Your name will live on through the ages, or as long as they live, I guess.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. But all in a day's work. You best disperse. I'll get the guards over here to help me clean up this mess.
Can we investigate the bodies?
Yeah, investigate the bodies really quick. We have to see if there's any markings, anything that we might be able to distinguish.
Nothing really notable on the other, like the normal bandit guys. They just have their short crossbows and 16 bolts each. The captain, however, had his scimitar, his dagger. He also had a crossbow on him, the full quiver because he didn't shoot anything. But he also has a little purse of gold in his possession, as well as a parchment.
Grab the gold, open it up.
Oh, it's full of gold.
Oh, I slowly bring it to my side. We'll share this later.
I did see that, Jack. Just saying.
I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back for the clothes. How about that?
I grab the parchment. Do I decipher and know what it is? What?
Oh, it's as soon as you open it up, it looks like it's written in Elven.
We can both read it.
We can read it.
All it says is 3 names: Jek, Avadore, Sheppard. Kill them. Bring me their possessions. Keep their silver and gold for yourself, but bring me the coin.
So there's only a few people that would know we have this coin. The lady at the brothel would know. However, she was attacked before she could have told anybody, so it couldn't be her.
What about the people you flashed the coin to at the beginning, the guards?
Let's forget that ever happened. That's
Sheppard, you
And
call
everyone-
attention to us.
and everyone else
that was
on the
on
street.
me.
Could
I
have
am
been
sorry.
anyone.
So the fat man, the fat lord, or else the dwarf. Well, the dwarf probably wouldn't because he didn't know we actually.
No, we showed him my notebook,
So
but
the
I do
fat man.
believe it. Yeah, he must have spoken to someone.
Or the old man.
Which old man? Oh, the
one-
old man.
Yeah.
That old man
Let's
don't
go
give a shit.
kill that old man. Just
Yeah, let's go kill that old man.
Go kill him.
Sheppard, you are bleeding out. You need to rest.
I think we need to go pay Sarah of the Nine a visit.
You make your way over to the Ecclesia. It's not necessarily gated in, but there is a very formal entrance into the Ecclesia. And there is a guard that stands there alongside one of the clerics, who's just in very nice regal robes. Behind them, you can see this is the Ecclesia. So this is the Ecclesia of Nox. This is where the faith of Nine is deeply rooted, and people come here for the holy days of worship, small pittances and whatnot, for blessings or for any just normal donations that you would give to the church. There's the main cathedral, but there is also smaller cathedrals dedicated to each of the 9 gods. Of each aspect, essentially, is one of like if you need a lesson in mercy, you're going to go to one of the other 9 as opposed to all the rest, or just the main church. Or if you need a blessing as a warrior, you're going to go to one of the other ones.
All right, I look up at the cleric that's there, and I'm like, "Is Sarah in? Can she come out to play? We are friends. We do need to discuss things with her quickly, please."
The cleric bows his head slightly. Yes, Sister Sarah. She'll be in the Church of the Solarum.
Where the hell is that?
Please forgive our friend. May you direct us to the serum.
Both the soldier and the cleric both give you slightly puzzled looks. Are you unfamiliar with the Ecclesia of Nox? You would probably, Jek, be the only one who knows. That's that each of the smaller cathedrals. The Solarum is essentially the god of sunlight, life, honesty, courage. These are like all aspects that are prayed to for the Solarum. So people will go to that one for that, and that's where she's.
Guys, I got it. Come on, just follow me.
As you walk past, you do see that the entire Ecclesia courtyard is. You could tell if this was not such a dreary, snowy day. The place is beautiful. There's a number of fountains that are carved in here, as well as small little shrubberies and gardens and things like that. It's a lovely, lovely area. And there's lots of clerics walking by, as well as people who are walking into various cathedrals for different prayers and offering their donations and whatnot. However, you do clearly see that one of these has above it, beautiful relief sculpture at the top of its staircase into the entrance is a sun that has a smiling face carved into it. And you know that as the Solarum.
See the one with the happy sun up there? That's the one we're going to. That's the Solarum. So
Oh, it's like the Teletubbies.
if it
I hate
wasn't-
shit.
Brought to you by PBS.
The stuff of nightmares.
Entering into the Solarum Cathedral, you see it's It's very sun-themed. There's all these murals on some of the walls of sunlight that is healing people who are wounded, healing the sick. You see all these different prayers written in different languages of things like the purity of sunlight will bring truth to the sinner. How in the light of the sun can one find his way to glory and absolution. It is a ray of sunlight that strengthens the soul of the weak and things like that. Just all these different sunlight prayers and thoughts. Immediately you see a robed figure walking very briskly towards you and begins to remove the cowl or draw the cowl back, and you see Sarah.
I run up and hug her leg.
Sister Sarah, what a wonderful face.
She very quickly comes up and embraces all of you. It is good to see all of you again, and in such good health. I had heard that there was a scuffle in the streets.
I wouldn't say
Am I to trust
such good health. I mean, I have blood pouring from beneath my armor.
We require
Did you
assistance.
roll a 1 on your perception, Sarah?
She's really confused by that. No. She says, yes, of course. Come with me. You're now like in a back area where she's tending to your wounds, mostly to Sheppard because he's got a big hole in his shoulder
Yeah, I was at 5
and
health,
his side and his
I can
leg.
use my herbalism kit to heal myself.
That's fine. You're using the they actually have their own healing kits here as well. So
Hell yeah, I can use one of theirs.
Exactly.
I'll save mine.
Yeah, you're all think of it as a scene where you're all like healing one another or tending to wounds and whatnot.
Does this add like a sort of short rest or
it'd be a short rest, but she's going to heal all of you, and she does. Ooh, yes, indeed. Sheppard, she heals you for 7. She heals Avadore for 5, and she heals Jek for 6.
Sarah, the scuffle you heard about, that was a group of bandits trying to kill us under somebody's orders, and for some reason, they do have all 3 of our names, which we have told to no one, except for when we volunteered to go on that little session with you down into the heretic hole or whatever that was called.
Sister, we have a parchment here with our names. Do you know this handwriting?
The handwriting is unfamiliar to me. I'm sorry. The streets of Fangor Highland are dangerous. Bandits and spies are around every corner. For every word you speak, someone can buy that word for a bit of silver. Chances are, if you had signed up, someone could have bought that sheet off one of the guards for a tankard of wine, no less.
We did find a special coin after we parted ways. I may have mistakenly shown that to a very fat man being delivered into the city.
He 100% did.
She does question which lordship was he with.
Well, if I knew, I would definitely share that.
Y'all remember?
Was that the Pondalore guy?
He was one of the lords with the emissary from Pondalus.
He was that.
I have it here, Land of Pondalans.
That one
with gold spears. There's gold spears.
Gold spears.
That wasn't that guy though.
Oh, that wasn't that one.
Yeah,
that one.
She would nod her head and say, yes. Pondalus is a very arrogant, opulent, and greedy place. Typically, when they travel, they will send their guard first, the gold spears. Warriors who are the highest paid in any land ever, hence their name. They'll send them first to scout ahead for any dangers or malicious intent that might befall their emissaries. The emissaries will usually come a couple of days after that. If you have a lord or emissary from Pondalus after you, that is dangerous news. They have the coin to pay for the highest assassins, mercenaries, and thugs that unfortunately, this city is a festering pool of at this time.
Well, we
Jek,
did murder several.
Show sister the coin.
I don't have the coin. I give it back to...
I
Sheppard.
slammed the coin down on a table in front of her. I'm still bleeding, so there's blood on this coin.
Well, you try to wipe it off like a little
I'm
bit.
still
just
bloody, like by far, but yes.
Let's see if she knows what this coin is. Nope, she doesn't. She quickly looks at the coin and says, "It's beautiful and it's incredibly detailed, but I could not begin to tell you where it's from or what it does."
Great. Well, someone is trying to kill us, I assume, over this coin. Or just for sport. One of the two.
I would find it best you leave before things get too dangerous here.
It's smartest thing you have said to us yet. Here's the catch. Several of your order, and I'm sure many others, saw us wandering into this place, bleeding profusely. You need to tell them we're dead.
She gets a little confused and wide-eyed at that as well. Tell them you're dead.
Yes, you were not able to save us. That's the word that at least needs to go out to buy us a little bit of time before we can escape this city.
Okay. What I can do is take you below to the mortuary. From there is a path directly to the sewer. The sewer will lead directly outward from the kingdom. That will get you outside the city walls. From there, you're going to have to head south to Wolf Wall, and from there, you're on your own.
Is there a way to get near the ports? We may be looking for a dwarf fisherman.
If you're heading towards the port, the quickest route would be to take the roads, to take the ley road. Aside from that, if any of you are journeymen of sorts who can navigate through the wilderness, you might be able to find your way south, but I would be careful of staying off the road.
So we're not safe in the city. We're not safe on the roads. What do we do?
We seem to be surrounded by sewage.
I say we take this sewer route, as shitty as that sounds. I wink at everyone.
We get it.
But I
Everyone rolls
not
their
all
eyes.
at once. I slowly, I turn and wink to each of you individually.
Can't tell if you're winking out of pain.
It's a little of
My
both.
eye is just twitching. She ponder a bit as she finishes wrapping up your wounds, and she says, "Stay here tonight. Under cover of dark, we'll try to get you smuggled out of the city as best we can via the sewers."
Thank you, Sister Sarah.
Of course.
I got to visit a brothel.
You got
a
to
long
see an
story.
old friend.
I'll tell you later.
Oh yeah, you never told us that you knew her.
Oh, yeah.
Jack, probably not what to share with the clerics. Oh, God.
I'm just catching her up.
We didn't kill an
Pertinent
old man.
information.
I can at least say that. We did not kill one.
So
She says, "Old man."
yes, after you left, over by the grave, there was a man there with flowers who was visiting his wife. He seemed to be distraught as somebody had...
She was dead.
He was distraught. Someone...
What was his name?
He was old man. That's what I called
He was not old
I
man.
called him.
He was named Old Man.
He said it in passing. I didn't think it was important.
He was rather old. He looked very old.
He was distraught, though.
The story was we came to his wife's grave, and he had
Someone had disturbed
someone
her
had
grave.
disturbed it. They were like digging into it
There
and
was-
left the coin there. This is where we found this coin.
They seem to have been searching for something.
His wife died of a fever. I know that much.
This is curious. This is very, very curious. I feel something larger at work here.
He did say
That
that
sounds familiar.
his wife enjoyed the sun,
Sunsets.
and therefore was
Sunsets.
sunsets, and therefore she was buried in such location where she may always be facing the sunset.
Do gotta say, as a drow, I'm not a big fan of the sun.
But seeing as we are in the temple,
She
surrounded by sunlight prayers,
she nods that graves that are off the paths in the cemetery, they are breeding grounds for bandits to pass notes and trinkets and whatnot back and forth to one another. They'll use the graves, dig them a little bit shallow, hide their goods there, and then return for them later on.
It seems that someone was, in fact, hiding this coin.
So they're hiding it from someone for some purpose. That tells us a lot.
This is
What do we do with all this knowledge?
this feels a dangerous work. I suggest you find out exactly the nature of this coin and its origin as quickly as possible and get it out of your possession.
Not a bad idea.
She goes over and starts washing the blood and everything off of her hands and oils that she's been using to heal Sheppard, and she says, "But this is all for another time. For tonight, I'll pack a bag, gather your things, we leave tonight. I'll get you out to the city wall, just past Wolf Wall. That's as far as I can take you."
Deal.
Thank you, Sister Sarah.
Thank
course.
you.
As she starts to leave, she says, "You can stay here, and I suggest you rest." And she closes the door. A bandit who looks to be winded, with a crossbow over his shoulder and two of his friends with him, are making their way past some torchlit corridors, very, very well out of sight and looks to be underground. They turn a corner and head in through a door, and you see a larger room with a number of other bandits of their like sitting around some long tables, drinking, sharpening blades, counting coins and whatnot. And they head past this room into another door that is very, very dimly lit. Two of the other bandits stop and say, we're not going in there. The other one turns to them. Well, someone has to tell her. The captain's dead. They both point at the solitary one up front. 9 gods, fine, I'll do it. Steps inside and closes the door. This door is very, very dimly lit. Maybe by like 1 or 2 candles. You hear a very soft female voice. Has the sun gone down? Yes, m'lady. I'm afraid I have a bit of bad news. Our captain, Darcy, he's dead. He died, from the 3 that we were after. Pity. Did you retrieve the coin? M'lady, no, I'm sorry, no, we didn't. More's the pity. Very well. At least it's nighttime. She stands from this very large bathtub and you hear the water running down. She steps out and he tries to avert his gaze as he can tell that she is not clothed. She steps forward to him. Suppose I'll have to do this myself. Before I go, believe a meal. Oh no, please, not me! Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master Devan here, thanking you for listening to this episode of Party in Peril. You can encounter us on Twitter or Instagram at Party in Peril. And if you liked this episode, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, rating, hacking or slashing, and whatever else you can do out there on social media or wherever you listen to podcasts. But thanks again for listening, and remember, roll high, crit hard. See you next time.
Presented by Nerdsloth.
A place for lazy nerds.
If you like what you heard, consider donating at patreon.com/nerdsloth so we can continue bringing you quality shows. Be sure to also leave us a review and share your favorite episodes and clips on social media. If you're looking for more content, catch us on YouTube and Twitch or visit us at nerdsloth.com.